everyone, this is Maggie from My Favorite Things. I'd like to talk to you about my Pochette Metis first month of using it and how I like it so far and what issues, if any, I've run across. Well, let me first start off by saying, after 2 weeks of using this handbag, I thought I was going to have to return it. And I'll tell you why. It's because when I was first using this handbag, I would carry it around, I would use it. I used it every single day as soon as I got it. And I found myself with, whenever I'd be like 3 or 4 times, all of a sudden one of the straps would be off. I would be carrying it crossbody and all of a sudden one of the straps would be off. Or I would set it next to my car and next to my car's driver's seat, in the passenger seat, and then when I'm ready to get out of the car, I'd pick it up and all of a sudden one of the strap would be off. So I thought there was a defect on with the clasp. So I even took it to the Louis Vuitton store, and the sales associate couldn't find that there was any problem with the clasp, and she recommended that I come back in January when they were less busy. So, and I've also, put a post out to Facebook groups and YouTubers who review this handbag, and I wanted to know if anybody else had this problem, because I seem to be the only one having a problem with this strap all of a sudden coming off. Then, while I took this to our family vacation to my husband's family's house in California, and during that time, and we took this everywhere. I mean, it was on the plane, we went to several museums, we walked around a lot. Anyway, before I left, I decided to do something different. When I first got this handbag, I put the clasp on like this, okay? So this part against the handbag was completely smooth and there was no opening. So I think what happened occasionally was that when this would twist, it would somehow open this up by, it would somehow open it up, like, I don't know, like this, you know what I mean? It would somehow open it up by itself, by, hitting one of these things or something. It would just come off like that. I didn't really demonstrate it well. But once I hooked this up in a normal way, like this, I didn't have that problem ever again. It was because I was trying to be so careful with this handbag, and I thought I was being smart by hooking it this way, that somehow outside forces, or maybe this clasp, somehow it would hit the outside and it would open it up and it would automatically come out on its own. But when I switched the direction of the clasp to this way, I never had that problem. Okay, so I was thrilled that luckily it was not a defect. One other thing that I've noticed is that a couple of times I noticed that this flap would be open. I'm not sure it's because I forgot to close it or whether it came open by somehow this being hit. Because it only takes this one little thing, this side, to unlock it. I wonder if I somehow inadvertently hit it, or I don't know what happened. But the good thing is I usually carry this crossbody, and it's not like I'm holding it like this where it's opening like that. It's still, when I hold it crossbody, it's still, it's still flapped over. So that's a good thing, but I'm not sure if that's a user error or whether it is something, it's because I'm hitting it, but or whether it's a function of the S-lock that can sometimes happen. One other thing I noticed is that because I'm carrying this crossbody, this portion would be sort of concaved in after me wearing it. And that's just, it's just physics. There's nothing wrong with it. That's not a defect. Also, when I'm holding it like this by handle, I find that this sometimes goes in. But again, I don't think that's a flaw with the bag. I think that's just the physics of the way this handbag is made, and it does not bother me. So far I have loved using this handbag. I had to tell myself to not, to use the other bag. I recently stopped using this bag about a week ago, and now I am using Speedy Bee Bandolier in 25. In my next video, I'm going to compare the two and talk about which bag I would recommend if I could only choose one. Anyway, so I hope this was helpful. I am by no means is this a full review of this handbag. This is just a first impression after using it for about a month. To do a proper review, wear and tear, I think, here's the thing. I know people do wear and tear after a year or whatever, but I would like to know, for me, if somebody's doing a wear and tear, I want to know if they've been using it every day for a whole year, or whether it was once a week for, whole year, which would basically mean, not that much. Once a week for once a month, or 1 week a month for a year. I mean, it depends on how often the people use the handbag, right? So I can tell you that I've used this every single day for about a month. I will hopefully be able to do a good wear and tear after using it for a couple years. Because I rotate my handbags, I don't think it'll be a real fair wear and tear sort of a review if I even do it in a year later, because I wouldn't have used it long enough to really get a true sense of whether something is wearing really well. I think to do a true wear and tear, if somebody was wearing it every single day for a year, yeah, that makes sense. But if they wear it periodically and they've had it for a year, I don't know that that's a true wear and tear. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I hope I was helpful, and my next video I'm going to be doing a comparison between this and this bag. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.